Welcome to our Christmas saving tips for 2021 from Westcountry Savings and Loans. We're always just looking for ways that we can help our members save money on some of those big bills, and Christmas is one of the biggest. So first tip is to think about buying for fewer people each year. Often some of us have, big lists or Excel spreadsheets or all those sorts of things that with lists of people that we buy for. Perhaps now is the year to really cut back on those and rein in perhaps some of the people that you're spending money on. When you speak to family and you sort of say it's a difficult conversation to broach, but actually you'll probably find other people are interested in cutting back a little bit as well. So be honest, have some conversations about cash flow and budgeting, and try to let people know how you feel about that. And I'm sure that they want to do the same. Also, you can talk about setting limits on presents so that you're not spending a fortune. These days you can't buy a lot for sort of 10 or 15 pounds, and if people are expecting big gifts and you're up in the sort of 50, 60, 70 pound limit, it can become really, really expensive. If you're talking to people about limits, why not also think about suggestions or ideas of things that they might like for Christmas? Because when you're talking about those limits, they can then start to think about ideas that might fall within that budget limit. And then importantly, the follow on from that is to actually make a budget. And a budget doesn't have to be complicated. It is simply a list of the people you're going to buy for and how much you're going to spend on them. It controls what you shop. You need to check it regularly, check that you're not overspending when you go out Christmas shopping. Make sure you update it so you don't forget who you've bought for and end up buying things twice. You could recycle pre-loved gifts if you've had things in previous years that perhaps haven't been of use to you. You've still got them, nicely presented in previous boxes, or even things that you just find about the house that you think you could perhaps sell and make some cash from that you could then spend on Christmas presents. That's another great idea to free up some cash to buy Christmas gifts. Alternatively, think about a bit of a DIY Christmas gift for people, making something, creating something bespoke, something unique that you've thought about, that you thought that person might really like, is a really lovely way to give something a little bit different and can reduce costs dramatically. And I actually think people will realise that's much more special than something that you've gone out to buy in the shops. Start early. So there's a few benefits with starting your Christmas shopping early. You give yourself plenty of time to shop around so you can find the best deals. And also you can spread the payments out over a few months worth of salary and income. You're not leaving it all to the last minute and trying to find the cash out of November or December's pay packet. You could consider giving the gift of time. So quite often people want to set up Christmas drinks with friends and family or colleagues and different people that we know would see throughout the year. And you could say, do you know what, guys, let's keep the cost down for everybody. Let's just get together, have a drink, have a meal, spend some time together, if it's all safe to do so this year, and then sort of overall reduce what you're actually spending on people. And start saving for next year. It's never too late to start saving for Christmas. Get in as early as you can and you can save even more. If you save with the Christmas Saver from Westcountry Savings and Loans, you will get 1% on your balances at the end of October. And that pays out on the 1st of November, just in time for you to spend on all your Christmas gifts and food. Thanks for listening. Listen out for a few more of our tips. We're going to look at ways you can cut back on Christmas food, shopping bills, and some other ways that you can